Welcome, daddies, to episode 317.
That's correct.
Last time, about, a month and a half ago on Dunn and Drew.
For us, Andy and I, Jesus. Jags at 8-3. Look at the schedule. 8-3 with a 2-game lead in the division at week 13. With a schedule in front of us that looks like we play in the Big Ten West. Oh, my God. This has not happened for us. So before we even get, because we're hype about, possibly securing the first seed, hosting a playoff game, Super Bowl aspirations. Before we get there,
I'm already there.
let's just enjoy now.
Okay.
Let's enjoy now because we still have, I was right, the Monday Night Football tailgate, Sunday Night Football tailgate. You don't want to rush to get to playoffs. We still have so many more moments. Oh, my God. That we can cherish this season. So we're going to take a moment of silence with you guys.
So that is my cute little intro for this pod. And that moment of silence hits quite different now. Because we are taking a moment of silence for the 2023 Jacksonville Jaguars season. If you guys are tuning in this episode, you're probably doing it to hear us react to the epic, monumental, unprecedented collapse of our favorite sports team. And you're going to get it. You're going to get a lot of it, all of it. But after this intro.
And I still won't grow up. I'm a grown-ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
That episode was right after we beat the Houston Texans to secure a couple game lead in the South.
Also, the last time we wrote a W or anything on the schedule calendar. So
that is true.
Good times. Before we get into what you all are here for, I have brought gifts, very late gifts. I was Andy's Secret Santa, but I hadn't bought anything because I just went on a Christmas hiatus this year. I didn't buy anybody anything.
Oh, damn. How did you get away with that? I want to do that.
Small family. Doesn't really care.
Kill your family.
Good one, Jack.
And you have to build it up over time. Like I do this like every other year.
So I should start planting the seed now that I'm broke. Like, guys,
Yes.
This coming Christmas is going to be tough. I know it's January.
Or not broke or just like use an excuse.
Working on myself.
You could say that. I usually go with I like gifting experiences.
And do you do that though?
No, but those are expensive. So what I'm saying is let me get my grind up. And then I'll send you to like the US Open, Mom.
Oh,
or
okay.
Dad, I'll send you wherever you want to go. Shit like that. So it's an empty promise, but I'm just not a materialistic person, so I don't like to give materialistic gifts.
I know. I cringed this Christmas when I was buying like my aunt a massager, like a little massage gun with a ball at the end. I was like,
that's cool.
what?
I have one of those. It's just I never pull it out.
All right. So,
but yes, gift number one.
what's my experience?
No, this is
The Dunn experience?
This is materialistic stuff.
Okay.
So sorry. The future. But I don't know if
Daddy
you still
Dunn
care,
experience.
but you did win the fantasy league.
Do I still care? It's the only thing I have this year.
Okay.
This past football season.
Great. So that'll be your first gift. I bought this trophy and had it customized with Daddy's Fantasy Champion on it. But I did that selfishly because I was going to use it as a prop in a video for a brand deal. But it fell through. So then I had this trophy left over.
And I still won the league. So
So I was like, Andy, do you want it? And he said yes, because I was going to return it, but I wanted to see if he wanted it. So here it is.
let's recap. I snuck into the playoffs at 7-7, if you guys forgot. And I won the fucking league. I ran through the league in the playoffs, actually. Look at this trophy.
What's that animal?
It's solid gold with
on.
a goat
It's a goat.
at the top. Daddy's Fantasy League champion engraved.
That's a good trophy.
Are those udders or is that his? Oh, that's udders.
Congratulations
Thank you.
on your improbable run.
This is really just the
a
foundation.
Steelers run, if you would say.
Actually, yeah. But, probably a different outcome.
Oh.
Sneaking in at 7-7 and then upsetting who I upsetted.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Upset was crazy. Daddy's Fantasy League champion. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, you're
This
welcome.
is crazy. This is my first trophy ever.
Speaking of fantasy, I have an update of our 3.
You know what? That's really funny because I was
Fantasy
going to
League.
text. I thought it was way too late. I was going to text when you're on your way saying 3-team fantasy update. Kind of joking.
I remembered it last night. And I calculated it all last night.
You're him.
Should I share it now? Or do we want to do the gift first?
How many other trophies do we have? Because I feel like I won that one too. Do we have another trophy?
You
for
have
me?
Secret Santa gift, and then Jack's got a random gift as well.
Oh, okay. So if I win this, I'll just pretend this is also for that.
Sure.
All right, in third place.
I need my teams.
Okay, I'll do teams. Eric's team.
Remember,
App
no
is injured.
one draft, no trades, no free agency. We just stuck with the draft that we did before the season started.
They're injured. They're injured.
Eric's team. Quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Not bad.
Running back, Nick Chubb.
Bad.
I'm out.
Running back, Tony Pollard. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson. Wide receiver, Tyreek Hill.
Oh.
Tight end, George Kittle.
Oh,
Flex, Calvin Ridley.
Oh,
Kicker, Evan McPherson. And defense are the Jets.
not bad. Hey,
it's kind of alright.
the Browns did it without Chubb.
Yeah, I thought I had Andrews. I'm glad you said Kittle. He went off a couple games.
He finished with 1,540 points.
1,540.
Nice. You think?
And he's next. Quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Nope, that was Eric. I'm sorry. Quarterback, Josh Allen.
Not bad.
Running back, Christian McCaffrey.
Fuck.
Great.
Running back, Bijan Robinson. Wide receiver, A.J. Brown. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tight end, Travis Kelce. Father. Flex, Derrick Henry. Kicker, Brandon McManus. Defense, Eagles.
So yikes.
Shit.
Well, we stayed healthy. That's good. Let me think of some other takeaways from that. I think I was made fun of when I took Amon-Ra St. Brown. I remember being made fun of because there are so many other receivers available.
It's fair.
Like C.D. Lamb.
Yeah. Well, did he not get drafted?
He went undrafted.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
All right. Hey, how many points? So go ahead.
1,884.
Nice.
Jack's team.
It was Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
No, it was actually Derrick Henry in week 18.
Week
is what
18.
did it.
Last week.
Running back, Austin Eckler.
Tough.
Running back, Saquon Barkley.
Tough.
Wide receiver, Jamar Chase.
Tough.
Wide receiver, Devontae Adams.
Tough.
Tight end, Mark Andrews.
Tough.
Flex, Stephon Diggs. Kicker, Justin Tucker. Defense, Steelers.
This might be close.
I finished with 1,526.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
your shit
Came
was
in third.
cheeks. That was cheeks when you was reading. I knew I was second.
Thank you, everyone, again for this trophy, which will act as. Is that back? No, Jack won last year, right?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah. Yeah, I did.
No, the three-peat starts now.
Your second gift is Secret Santa,
Okay.
and it's very, very late, but it
Is it
go-
here?
Yeah, it's next to me.
Oh, okay.
It goes. Everything's next to me. It goes with the theme of the intro. So
Uh-oh. Better not be another signed jersey.
card first.
Oh, a card and a gift? Andrew.
Trying to fill the time. Fuck the Jags.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Christmas music is still stuck in my head. Merry Christmas
Wait, there's more.
and Happy New Year.
There we go.
There we go. That works. Andy, a new glass for your beers from the high point of our 2023 season.
All the beers you're going to drink this month.
Wait, what? Personal
It's in my
greetings.
hand.
Oh, you wrote that?
Well,
new
I typed
glass.
it in.
Oh, wow.
Then I wrote something.
A new glass for your beers from the high point of our 2023 season.
I needed a comma.
So maybe it's something from. Okay, will better times ever be ahead? Cheers to the happy moments and good memories. Not until February 1st. Oh, because I'm on dryish January.
Correct.
Aww.
It is a pint glass with our picture from Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's so cute. Is it the one edited Jack one or non-edited Jack?
Ooh.
I hope it's non-edited. Thank you. Let me pop the bubbles near it. Let's see if I can see it.
Because that is the. It's really. I think it was the last trip we traveled together. So, and we were happy.
You went to Tampa, didn't you?
Well, together. I mean,
Oh,
everything's better in a squad.
yeah.
Yeah. So looking back on this year, before we get to the sad things, this was building up to be like the best. I think it's the best football season traveling for me. I just don't do a lot of football traveling. So this was New Orleans and Pittsburgh was the best. What was that? Within a 2-week span?
Yeah. it
You're
was
back to back, yeah.
In 10 days.
That was so much fun because they were both so different from each other. And both offered so many good memories. And winning both of them,
Yeah,
was
That's
crazy.
the main thing. Because you wouldn't have traveled in the past because there really hasn't been anything worth traveling for. And then Jack's gift. I was in New Smyrna Beach Sunday for my mom's birthday.
would you get him edibles?
We went into this little diner which had a store next to it. So I was looking around and saw some little
Was this cottage cheese?
cute things. Since he likes to serve people, they're little forks to put in your cheese or sliders. And it has his name, Jack, on it.
Oh,
Really?
great. Oh, they 4. They all say Jack.
Because there was like a set of them, and it was for cheese. So that's Pepper Jack. But your name's Jack. I thought it was funny.
Thank you.
That's funny.
That's cool.
That's thoughtful.
Because there was a fork that said Swiss. I saw Jack. I was
So
like,
just got a bunch of Jacks.
this is silly and cute.
It is silly and cute. Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it.
Great.
Do this every episode.
Yeah, I like it.
Just give gifts.
The gift, a secret Santa every episode. Okay.
So why are we here?
Yeah. Let me get out my notes. What happened? So we got a lot of voicemails. Well, not a lot, but
Oh, right.
if you want to guess who left a voicemail, Texans fans.
Oh,
We have
God.
a few of those.
Oh,
And a
Awesome.
Steelers fan.
thoughts and prayers to Texans fans that they won't see their team on Hard Knocks this year.
Hunter specifically.
That
who
really sucks.
who kind of wanted to
Sorry.
miss the playoffs so he could have his team on Hard Knocks. So we'll talk about the Jags. The same Jags that at one point in the season had a 96 to 99% chance of making the playoffs. I believe that was when we were 8-3. We were first place in the AFC for 3 hours ish for a whole game.
It was great.
And we were on I was on cloud 9. Like I said, this New Orleans winning there, being able to go to Pittsburgh and win there, the terrible towels, we'll get into that in a second. I was kind of speechless after the Titans game because I've never been a part of this. And it feels like it only happens to us. Like it feels like I know it happened to the Titans last year, and we're the ones that kicked them out. But they had a very good record, leading the division, and then lost like 7 straight games, and the last one was to us, and we lost. Can you close that door real quick? Never mind. That's fine. Just trying to keep Walter out. But yeah, just an epic collapse and kind of out of nowhere. Kind of, I don't know. Was it out of nowhere, or did we see? We saw signs and kind of blemishes in the armor all year, but we kept winning despite that. But then we started losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. And it was crazy. Like I'm still not over the Bengals Monday Night Football game, and I just don't know where it went wrong. It always starts at the top, and I've been blaming Balky. We've been blaming Balky forever. But, yeah, I don't even know what went wrong. And
I still have to wrap my mind around all this because for the last, 48 hours it's been now, my mind's just been coming up with, like, different conspiracy theories of how the Jags will always be ass like this. And then on the other hand, I have friends that are teams of like the Browns who haven't been good for like 50 plus years. And they trying to encourage me like, oh, it gets better. It gets better.
They don't know.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've already been a fan for 20 plus years. Do I want it to get better? What if I have to wait for another 20, 30 years for a Super Bowl? I can't do this till then. I don't think I'll allow myself to be a fan taking this incompetency of our franchise year after year after year. Because it's not like we're just missing the playoffs and losing games. Like, we have an owner that doesn't really know what the fuck's going on in sports. And I feel like as a fan, if you are a fan of a team that just keeps doing the same thing over and over, you're feeding into the bullshit. There needs to be an organization of the fans for the owner to actually make the change that are necessary.
Well, there's just not.
For the team to succeed. And if it doesn't happen, why you keep going to games? It's just going to keep happening every year, and it has.
Shad Khan definitely made more money this year than he made last, and he'll make more money next year than he made this year. So
right.
There's nothing the fans can really do about it.
Yeah, they can. If
not realistic, they could, but it's not realistic that will ever happen.
Then my point is, personally, I'm not going to be a part of that.
No, and I totally feel you. Like, we feel so.
I have some sense. I'm not like these other people that dedicate their lives to this team every Sunday. I know I travel to games and stuff, but that's like 50% I'm a fan of the Jags, 50% I like to go see different places and like make content in other areas. It's not just, oh, I'm going to this game because I want to watch the Jags win. Fuck no. I've never watched them win. I go because I want to go hang out and party in Boston. I don't give a fuck that it's 50-10 in Urban Meyer year. You think I went there to watch the Jags win? Fuck out of here. But the schedule next year, the only away team that we play that I haven't been to is Chicago. So you won't see me at any of those away games.
Caleb Williams.
Because, oh, fuck.
Gotta go see Caleb Williams.
But, like, they made all these, like, I'm in the phase right now since it's only been 2 days where I don't care about any Jags news coming out right now. All the firings, I don't care because it's not even the right firings.
The two guys you want gone, right? The one's not fired.
Been saying fire Balky forever. I'm not like the best analyst when it comes to football, but I follow all the people that are, and everybody's saying the same thing. But they're just going to show up to training camp again in July, talking about the Jags, showing up to week 1. Oh, we lost. And the cycle just keeps continuing. But I have enough self-awareness to be like, I want better for my life. And I'll always be a fan. I still have the hoodie on right now. But it'll become less energy will be put into the team. Like actually going to the games, spending money to travel, unless it's necessary. But I know most of our fan base is not like that. But do you? But I want better.
I still really don't know what to say. Going into the Titans game, after the Houston game, obviously what I played, we were confident, and there were still flaws in our team. We're kind of similar to this trajectory is very similar to the Eagles in what they've gone through this year. We won games despite flaws in the first half of the season, and for some reason, the loss to the Bengals on Monday Night Football, we never recovered. Since then, we beat the Panthers, right?
Yeah, 26-0.
That's the only win we got since losing to the Bengals.
And we still had the same problems we had all year. With
we weren't winning.
Right.
And
we also weren't playing the Panthers.
And also the defense wasn't playing as well as it was in the first half. And
they were playing awful.
And that probably resulted in, Jake Browning went off on us. Who are the name of those quarterbacks that we played?
And then they came back home and like actually made Lamar Jackson look human, and then they gave up 30-0 to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And then Derrick Henry and Tannehill again.
Just the Titans game is so poetic because Derrick Henry tormented the Jags his whole career, and he looked like early 20s Derrick Henry versus us. And it's just his last game in Tennessee versus the Jags, a team that he always dominated, and we could not stop him. And we were good stopping the run all year. So the fact that he ran free and gave me flashbacks to 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18 was just crazy and not fun. And I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
With the season on the line, if you can't, I knew that nothing could be fixed. Actually, we did a little bit better. We did a little bit better against the Titans in the second half, but I knew if we came out knowing what's on the line, and that's how we did in the first half of that game, what are you gonna say in the second half? They obviously don't want it that bad. If either they don't want it that bad, and they're not prepared enough. If you had all week to prepare to playoffs, or you're going home, and that's what the first half is like. This isn't gonna work out.
And it doesn't make sense to me, because when you do the opposite last year, and you get all these videos in the locker room post game, like the team looks like they're fired up and they're together. So what happened in the locker room this year? Like you were losing games, and you still, that's unprecedented. You lose 4 straight and you're still first in your division, and they just pissed away the opportunity to just win one more game. And of course it's the Titans. They did the same thing in the 90s.
So that was a triple whammy to lose to the Titans, our number one rival. And if you're an old enough Jags fan, or you watched your whole life, maybe you're my age, but you watched your whole life, you also really hate the Steelers. So to lose to the Titans, whom you hate like more than any other team, you probably hate the Titans more than you like the Jags. And then for that loss to mean that the Steelers go to the playoffs, that hurts. Like just as much. Like you have Jags fans that have Steelers and Titans at like 1A and 1B with teams that they hate the most.
Why?
They used to be in the same division.
In the AC Central?
Yeah. And just the 2007, 2017, just a lot. I know you're a little bro recently, but Sunday hurt. And then, so lose to the Titans, which sucked, and they kicked you out of the playoffs, so they talking all this shit. And then you send the Steelers to the playoffs. Terrible towel curse comes true. Pickensburg is roasting you on Twitter.
I didn't see that.
And then you crown the Texans as AFC South champs. All in one fucking day. All in 3 hours.
That was the worst part.
It's crowning this, yeah. And then they dunk on us on Twitter.
Yep. Because I remember when we were playing them, to be first in the division back in November, Andy was like, if we lose, they're going to quote tweet with a checkmate. But we won. But in the end,
they held on to that.
They still did it.
They probably used the same graphic, because like our social media team tweeted out something like "your move" or something.
Yeah, it was so the original picture was Cristiano and Messi, so it was a remake of that.
Okay,
but he edited them playing chess. I don't think they were playing chess maybe they were, but yeah, they tweeted Trevor and Stroud playing chess, and they said "your move." And then we give them the division, and they quote tweet it and say, checkmate.
Fuck, that's so good. And then the Steelers had a good quote tweet. Oh, no, it wasn't good. But
they just said, when will Yins learn?
That wasn't good. But
everyone ate it up.
Yeah. Pickensburg went viral. Pickettsburg probably went viral too.
Because
there's 2 of them.
He copied the same tweet that the Jags did back when they called him out when we won. Used the same emoji.
Yeah. So that's why I couldn't talk. I could not talk. I didn't care about anything for the rest of the evening. I incredibly depressed and speechless. Even though going into the game, I was like, if we don't win, I'm not going to be that upset, because if we don't beat the Titans, the 5-win Titans, who the coach isn't even going to be the coach anymore after this game. Ryan Tannehill Titans, Derrick Henry, who doesn't look like Derrick Henry anymore, then we don't deserve to. With the AFC South on the line, playoffs to go home, then we don't deserve it. And then to see how our defense came out, I didn't live up to my pregame prediction of how I would react, because I felt like I was just absolutely gutted and kind of betrayed by the team, just because we put so much effort into supporting them, and there was so much hope for the season, and it ends in that fashion.
And they don't, like the front office, they don't care. I feel like they don't care about the fans.
Well, I don't know.
It's like they send out the most generic like end of season messaging to the fans, to the season ticket holders. I'm offended at how the team operates.
What they give off, definitely they could do better. Their social media team is good.
Well, yeah.
And I feel bad for them, but like why does Trent Baalke not do a end of season press conference? Dave Caldwell did one. Gene Smith did one at the end of every year. Trent Baalke won't talk until the combine. If he follows last year's pattern. But like, why not? You just can't face the music. Doug Peterson did one. And then fired the whole defense.
I don't think he can face the music because I feel like Trent Baalke reads criticism and knows what the fans want and expect of him to do. That's why we didn't see him get a pass rusher. He knew we needed pass rush, but because they were doing so well, keeping us in games, they didn't see the full picture and they decided to get an O-lineman, which didn't help at all. So I think their egos got the best of them because they were all wrong. Their draft picks fucking stink.
Yeah, that's the whole ego thing. Like, you don't want to we brought up before, getting an edge rusher kind of admits that Trayvon Walker isn't the.
Yeah, because
to be fair, he is him. To be fair,
if the GM comes out and like is fully transparent about the picks he chose that aren't playing well, then that affects his job negatively.
Baalke's biggest mistakes have so far been Brenton Strange, Tank Bigsby,
Urban Meyer.
Yeah. Talking about draft picks, and then Luke Fortner, all had no impact.
We had 13.
Yeah.
How many?
I can't remember. I don't even remember who.
How many had
drafted.
an impact?
I don't even remember.
Anton Harrison
was good,
and Parker Washington for a couple games. But even his first play, he was out. He was on IR after a first play. It was an NFL career. He gets put on IR because he gets like a hurt groin. So there's nobody except our boy Eric Hallett, who I really fuck with from this draft. It was another swing and a miss, and he used all of his picks, and you couldn't hit on like
he traded back and got more picks.
You couldn't hit on like a few, maybe someone that could make an impact, like right out the gate. Not one. Well, one. Just one. So I don't get it. That's why if Baalke is doing the same thing in April, what's going to change? They're not just going to magically be good at what they do.
Yeah, that's why I'm not like people are tweeting out like their mock drafts, which I fucking hate.
Like I don't know any of those guys.
You guys aren't right. None of your mock drafts will be right.
No, they won't.
Stop doing it.
Who mocked 13 picks? Did you? Dumb fucks. Get a hobby.
This is it, unfortunately, and we have to see it on the timeline. Mock draft. I don't get it. Like in January, I guess. What's the point? You have any insight for fun? Like, what does that do for someone? Ooh, I just made all these picks for the Jags. Then what? You can go back and just say, I told you so, or what?
It's just like gets fans hopeful.
God, these fucking fans, man. Y'all living in a fantasy world.
Yeah, and Baalke's still staying around. Like, I have the draft means nothing for me right now. Like, how do I have faith that we're going to make the right picks? So
I need Trevor to go to Shad Khan directly and list the demands. That's the only way. He has to the QB has to change it.
I don't think Trevor has. Does he have that pull?
He better. If they want him to be franchise quarterback, then yes.
Yeah, I think I asked you and Alex on Sunday, but Eric, like, it's after year 3 of Trevor. Is this the summer they make him the highest paid quarterback? Like, where are we at with that?
With his contract?
Yeah.
Or do you think think they're going to sign him?
I don't know. I just want, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like,
because
after Burrow's year 3 got paid, Herbert paid, like, it's Jalen Hurts too. Like,
we either pay him
in that conversation. Like, does he command that after year 3? Do you wait, or I don't know? Like, what do you think?
We either pay him this year, and does that mean he becomes the highest paid quarterback in the league? We'll be mocked so hard for that. But we either pay him this year or don't, and see what he is next year. But if he does good this year, then he's going to cost even more. But the salary cap's going to keep going up. So I say you wait. I don't see.
I'm not getting hung up over the money they pay him because it ain't mine and he got plenty of it. But go ahead and pay the man. I don't care. I don't think Trevor's a bust. I think he can do the job, but
I think he can too.
We've already seen what he's capable of. A bust doesn't fucking throw 4 interceptions and then come back on a team, regardless of what the history of that team's defense is.
I agree.
So
I think he's shown enough flashes, and I think he's shown enough to where, yes, you can win a Super Bowl with him. You might have to have a better team around him than you'd like, because
but then you're strapped down by a larger contract to get that better team.
Very true.
Well, then you can also draft people that are actually good.
You'd have to be a good drafter.
Exactly, which the guy we keep hanging around here is not going to do it. So it's not Trevor. I feel like Doug fucked up as well, like putting Trevor in these games when he wasn't fully hurt. I don't know how that works politically in the system if Trevor has to be cleared for him to go, or if he can just be like, I'm good, let me play. But Trevor, he doesn't play like those games that we saw back to back to back to back. Like, he looked awful. And I think he was hurt, and they just played him because they were desperate to get the division win. So I think that was like how the Spurs treated Kawhi's injury. Wasn't done, wasn't handled right, and it cost him eventually. And just the pieces around him. Like, our O-line is fucking horrendous. We have the lowest ranked center in the league.
In Doug Peterson's final press conference was just like an insult to like our intelligence. Like, he praised Luke Fortner in that final press conference. Like, why are you trying to save Luke Fortner? He bends over backwards to criticize Trevor sometimes. Like, what is that doing? You really think Fortner's part of the future so much you don't want to hurt his feelings?
It's just not a good look, and I don't really like the energy that I'm getting from Doug and what's going on in the locker room right now, because I feel like Doug in this relationship with Press Taylor
I'm so worried about that relationship.
So toxic to everything around it.
I'm so
it's
worried.
It's becoming Mike Tomlin, Matt Canada, where he's going to keep him around way too long.
Or it's becoming Doug Peterson, Press Taylor from Philly.
Because how do you see your offense struggle in the red zone literally all season?
Yeah, that never was improved, never fixed.
They kicked field goals damn near every time they were in the red zone. And we get to the end of the season, and your first fire is the defensive coordinator. That makes no sense to me.
And then
when they were the guys that held down half the games in the regular part of the season.
Yeah, there were a lot of some firings on the offensive side, but like it was funny to see them trickle through.
They fired the running backs coach. What does he do?
It was funny to see it was funny to see those trickle through, and none of them was Press Taylor. It was like, yeah, that is perfect, Doug Peterson.
Running backs can't go nowhere if there ain't no holes to run through. Guys are in the backfield in 2 seconds. So there's a lot of issues with the Jags, which goes back to me saying, like, this team's not going to be fixed next season. So people aren't going to be like, oh, Super Bowl, especially not after this season. Jags fans are going to be like, oh, Super Bowl this year.
Well, no one will.
Because what are you going to fix in that short of time? Everything was the problem towards the end of the season. So how long do you have to wait?
Well, our window, I guess, is open as long as, I don't know.
That's exactly. Don't know. When things like this happen and you're like a diehard NFL fan, you self-reflect because you're like, what the fuck?
I contemplate my life and my life choices after just one loss in a season. So losing the whole season in one game is tough. See, expectations are so annoying.
And this is year 7 of the pod. And
that's kind of crazy.
We've had nothing but wrong takes. Things that we can play back that are just absolutely wrong. They just strip our happy moments from us.
Yeah, never are we allowed to be the team that keeps the receipts and turns them in at the end, like the Steelers did.
Like the
Texans
Jags
did.
The Jags can never give me any ammo.
No, never.
I had 6 tweets ready to send back to Browns fans.
Oh, no.
Because they went back to another tweet to talk about us in the playoffs, and we didn't even fucking make it. Like, other teams were putting us in the playoffs. They're like, oh, y'all got this. Like, we had lost 4 straight, and people were still saying, "Oh, y'all got this. You're good enough to beat the Titans and win the division." Nope. Maybe it was always the Jags means that will always be fucking ass.
Yep. So, Jack, you have the floor on anything you want to say. Be nice about the terrible towel curse. Because I am a wholehearted believer in it now. And I will never, ever again listen to that clip we made after we beat the Steelers and we slammed the towels on the ground, stole them from the fans. And at the time, that was so delicious. And now, because we're the Jags, that came back and just shit on our face. Like an AI image of just shit pouring down my face. I kind of want to make one. And me like shitting my pants too. And throwing up as well and coming in my pants. Because I like to be humiliated. Okay.
Don't know how to follow that up. But before I tell the story that I came across of how horrific the terrible towel curse is, which I don't know why I didn't know this before and we didn't discover this before, but do we want to cringe?
I love cringing.
Over Jags players post-game interview after the Steelers.
Oh God. I ignored that. I ignored that just because it was cringe.
I watched it and I cringed for you guys. Like I was like, oh my God, this is so painful.
Send it to me.
It's Rayshon Jenkins and Andrew Wingard post-game after the Steelers.
Yep.
Talking about Pickens and
it's
Hope defense.
Yeah.
Which we kind of turned into at the end of the year.
Whatever, I don't know how they thought we were going to come in and play, but we'd have hoped they would have put up a better fight than that. So,
and you just kind of want to, he needs some advice moving forward. You never put pressure on yourself. You never put expectation on yourself, and he did that. And
why he sound like that?
If hoping is getting a dub, we'll take the dub.
And please, we just. And he's a young player, he's a young player, but you can't chat before the game. You gotta go out there and really walk the walk.
You don't fire up a bunch of hungry dogs. It's not smart. So, George, do better.
Did you guys put it on social or was it part of the group chat?
No, we just kind of seen some things just moving around on social media, and we didn't say nothing the whole week. We just put it in the chamber, and then when it was time to come out and
sorry, Trey,
we started firing on all cylinders.
He really
sound like Trayvon.
Little bro George Pickens there. It was.
Things were so good back then. So good.
They were so good, they had me in the fucking parking lot outside the stadium saying we ready for the Niners.
That's when you.
Then I got smacked. I always get smacked.
Yeah. Yeah, always.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm done, man.
It's like, yeah, man, I'm ready for the Niners. We ready for you. We going to be in this building. They take it over with 30 points.
We got absolutely just destroyed, as predicted. All right.
So this terrible towel story makes me feel better with the Titans here. So in 2008, the Steelers, this is week 16, the Steelers host the Titans. Steelers are 12-3, Titans are 13-2. Winner gets the 1 seed.
Wow.
Steelers lose. Titans beat the Steelers, and after the game, 3 players.
Chris Johnson.
I know I had their names.
Kerry Collins.
There were names that I remembered too.
Keith Bullock.
Keith Bullock was one. Yeah.
Got him nice.
Oh.
Maybe back to trivia.
I thought I had it right here. Javon Curse and Lendell White. They stomped on it in front of a camera and like blew their nose in it and that charade.
We didn't do that.
No.
To be fair.
You did. No,
we
you
were
did stomp on it.
No, just threw it on the ground.
I thought then Rayshon Jenkins stomped on it.
I don't know. I didn't see a stomp.
In the stadium.
So Titans get the win, get the 1 seed. They lose the following week, and then divisional round of the playoffs, their first game, they got upset by the Ravens.
Wild card?
They had the
they had the bye.
So their first playoff game, they lost to the Ravens. Steelers didn't play the Ravens AFC Championship. Steelers win, then win the Super Bowl. That's the Cardinals year. So they 2-game collapse in their season after they stomped on the towel. Week 1 of 2009, they go to Pittsburgh, play the Steelers, and Steelers win. Troy Polamalu has like an iconic one-hand interception in that game, if you recall. So there are 3 games after stomping on the towel, they lost, and they proceed to lose the next 6. So they start the season 0-6. So they're 0-8 since stomping on the towel.
So you're saying our misery will continue?
Well, it's not. No, the story's not done yet. So after they went 0-6, 0-8, really, after the stomping on the towel, the Titans president or owner, I don't know, Titans president or owner, he makes those 2 players who stomped on the towel sign it. This is kind of weird, but sign a terrible towel and send it and donate it to like the Steeler or the Pittsburgh like nonprofit, like or school or something. I forget exactly. And he also writes a letter to Myron Cope, who is longtime Steelers play-by-play guy who invented the terrible towel in 1975. He writes a letter to Myron Cope asking for the terrible towel curse to be lifted. The following week, the Titans win and they finish the season 8-2.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
It's crazy.
That's weird. That's a big believer right there in the curse.
Wingard and Rayshawn got some writing to do.
Yeah. We have to bury the towels. Oh, yeah, we have to do something.
Yeah, so I think you guys need to do
if we don't, how long will it last?
I don't know.
Can we do it on behalf? Can we do some kind of ceremony where we apologize and I don't know.
We just reverse it for the entire franchise.
We could think of something.
Does it have to be us?
Jack, from the bottom of my heart,
you guys got to sign one
sorry.
for me. I need you to sign, get a terrible towel, sign it for me, and then like write me a letter or something. That might do it.
Could you forgive us on the behalf of all the towels and the creator of it in the organization?
I could.
Would you right now?
Sure.
Oh,
sure, little bro.
Oh. Damn. He said it to you, not me, boy.
Damn. Okay.
That's all I got on the terrible towel. I thought that story, I came across it yesterday. It was like too crazy to not share.
What was your reaction as the Jags were slowly getting closer to the final of the game?
Well, I was with Andy. What do you think?
He was, I don't know, he's on his phone watching things.
Or talking shit.
Looking at Red Zone.
I tried to temper my,
I don't
control my emotion.
I mean, we watched the Steelers game here with you and you just, whatever. You don't get too high, too low. So
clinching the playoffs isn't any different.
And he knows their fate, I think. So I didn't see much from Jack Sunday. But I did show up and he was wearing a Titan shirt and a Dolphins styled hat. So I knew where he stood. And I'm sure he was happy when the Jags lost.
I was.
And I was just, and when they showed the graphic, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. The Steelers 10-7?
Yeah.
In the playoffs? The same Steelers that we saw all year? I still can't get over that. They were so bad. They're off. You guys lost to the Patriots, like back to back, and then saw another, and then the Cardinals,
Patriots.
How did they make the playoffs?
And
that was Mitch Trubisky.
And 2 other teams in their division made it as well, and they still make it.
Yeah, first time since 1935, all the teams in our division finished above 500. Yeah, and
you guys, what'd you guys do what was your record in the division?
5-1.
What the fuck?
They swept the Ravens.
The Steelers aren't
fucking pissed.
Steelers aren't good. I'm putting that out there. But
so how are you 10-7?
But really, yeah, exactly. Like thinking about it, like Steelers are deserving. We have 5-1, the best division since 1935.
I tell you why? Because they make fucking in-season coaching changes. Like
sure.
The Bills did.
Well, we don't. We haven't done it since 1940, but we did this year.
You didn't have to, but
right,
it was glaringly obvious this year. So you did it, and you made the fucking playoffs. Bills did it. They got second seed.
True.
We're fucking stupid. We're run by a bunch of fucking clowns.
Half the Steelers' schedule, we had 8 games against playoff teams. and we went 5-3. So
Holy
like
fuck,
we are
man.
kind of deserving. And then we get blown out.
How did you do that?
We lost terribly to the Cardinals, Patriots, Colts that 3-week stretch. Honestly, Mr. Trubisky had a large part in that. So, but prior, like our first 8 wins,
3 different
10 wins,
QBs.
outgained by
No
our
run game.
opponent in every game. We still managed to win.
Negative point differential on the year.
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't make sense. Worse than us all year. Here you go. Here's playoffs.
I hate this sport. I really don't want to do this anymore. The Steelers put me over the edge. Not even the Jags. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad I didn't paint the walls teal. I'm glad I made it a dark blue because it's more. I can
Titans
easily,
colors.
I can change this room into anything. It doesn't have to be the pod. Remember last year?
I can't believe it's only been 2 days.
Yeah, I said when I walked in, it feels like longer.
Yeah. Remember last year when we were watching the Chiefs game? I was like living and dying by every single play. And I remember like Jack saying either it was that day or maybe on the pod, like, you guys are going to be here again. Don't worry about it. But like that team was special and that run we went on was special that like I know that doesn't just happen, especially to my team. We're not just going to be there because we're supposed to. That's how I'm conditioned as a Jags fan. And so far, according to this year, I've been proven right. So I'm glad that I treated that Chiefs game like it was the fucking Super Bowl because it was. And I wish we won because that team was special and it's not anymore. And I don't know when we'll be back.
Yeah, we're either going to be back to our 6-10 selves or Doug is going to just figure it out with Press Taylor and a complete new staff. In how many years? Like, what? 2, 3, 4? Like, that's a long-ass time for me.
Well, I think we'll be in the conversation again this year. It's just going through all the motions is just so fucking tiring.
Conversations.
The draft, preseason.
I don't think so.
Training camp. You don't think so?
I think we got lucky this year that we were even hanging around. We should have been out earlier. But because the other teams in our division sucked too, we got bailed out. And there was no
What
other
teams in our division?
Everyone else was ass.
They're all 10-7, 2 of them.
Well, they were losing when we were losing. Like, you're not supposed to lose 4 straight and stay first. But they were bad. Like, second worst division in the league. But Steelers made it because there were also a lot of injuries around the league. Like, no Burrow. I feel like Burrow would have made it. No Aaron Rodgers. What would the Jets would have looked like with him? Now, Herbert's going to have a new coach. The AFC that we were expecting this year, I feel like it's going to happen next year now. And are we going to be right there with a new coaching staff?
You know what's crazy? Coming into this year, we're like, how are we going to – we have to compete with all these teams, and it was ass. Like, a lot of it was ass.
Yeah, it was.
Like, this was the
Chiefs
year.
didn't
And the
look
Chiefs, yeah.
good.
Chiefs don't even look like Chiefs anymore, too.
This was the year to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we were 8-3. All the AFC teams were, like, getting injured. Like, we were smoking everybody in our division. And now what? Everyone's fired. Everyone's going to be healthy coming back. And the AFC is going to be another gauntlet. Because now we didn't even get a break. Stroud is a fucking –
I know.
He's fucking top 5 quarterback in the league.
We saw the, like, 2 teams, 3 of them, all draft rookie quarterbacks. We're like, all right, we have, like, a 2-year head start on them. We're chilling, winning the division for, like, the next handful of years. And we lose the next one.
We got no start.
From a rookie head coach, rookie quarterback who looks like him more than our generational quarterback has ever looked like him. And it's we got to deal with that.
They finished in second, the Jags? Or did the Colts finish second?
We're second.
Okay.
Which I wish we were third because then we play the Steelers next year. That would have been fun.
Yeah, but the curse.
That's true.
Yeah, we got to get that
Yeah,
letter.
but little bro.
Get that letter to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I've been thinking about for the last 48 hours is how long can I do this? Do I want to do it for that long? You're lucky. You're like 19 years old and already seen 2 Super Bowls. I've been watching the Jags as long as you've been alive, and I ain't seen one. I don't have another 21 in me. I don't.
I did say that if we got Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer, if that didn't work out, I can't do it anymore. Urban Meyer didn't work out. Now we have to deal with all offseason about is Trevor the answer, which is going to be so annoying. And Trevor just gives a lot of mixed signals because he had like the most he's rated highly in some areas, not in other areas. Chicken or the egg is the offensive line, the receivers. Like I never see drop balls like we drop balls, maybe on the Chiefs. But like Ingram dropped a ball and it ended up being an interception. He dropped it like that interception that he threw. I was like, only the Jags could have an interception like that where it's in his hands and it doesn't go up in the air. It goes like in front of him and then it's intercepted. I'm like, how is that possible? Only us.
Happened during Blake Bortles' tenure.
Yeah, Blake Bortles do some bad picks. Trevor Lawrence passes the eye test way better than Blake Bortles, thankfully.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, I've seen too many of those like blind resume stat comparisons of like Trevor and Mac Jones, Trevor and Daniel Jones. And
yeah, it's for clicks.
Yeah, that just goes to show you stats don't. I mean, like people like to post and be like, interesting, but like it shows you that like stats don't mean everything.
And if Trevor wasn't
red zone percentage does.
Yeah,
fucking bums.
If Trevor wasn't, I don't even understand that. I don't understand why we're so bad in the red zone.
I don't either, bro.
If Trevor wasn't touted as the generational guy, it wouldn't be this big of an issue. But nationally, he's going to get a lot of shit because of the hype that he had coming out. Vrabel ended up being fired, thankfully.
That's great news.
There's one thing we have going for us.
Yay.
Like one of the best coaches in the NFL gets fired. Don't know why that happened. It's got to be some GM or president or owner issue with Vrabel. I mean, I'm sure this started with the Hopkins trade. I know that Vrabel wasn't happy about that.
Didn't they sign him? Or you mean the A.J. Brown trade?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like when they traded away A.J. Brown. Yeah.
A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Trading A.J. Brown for, I can't remember, maybe 1 first-round pick?
It was a first, and they drafted Treylon Burks with that pick.
So I think it started there, and I don't know how they expect. Maybe Tomlin could probably get to this Titans roster to the playoffs, but Vrabel couldn't, and I guess they blame him for that. They also probably blame him for the collapse at the end of the last year. But I think he's an excellent head coach, and I think he's not going to take a coordinator job somewhere. He's going to take a head coach job somewhere next year if he wants it.
Yeah, I think so.
He's going to be very good. Probably the Patriots if Belichick leaves.
Yeah, that has to happen.
That's like an obvious pairing.
If he's gone. But they tried to say it was a mutual parting of ways, and maybe it kind of was. I don't know if you want to like go through a whole rebuild with this team. And on the owner's side too, like they probably just want a reset on their whole team. I don't know what they're going to do with Levis. Maybe get a new quarterback, but
I don't see Bill Belichick leaving the Patriots.
Derrick Henry's gone too.
I feel like that would be like Popovich leaving the Spurs.
Or like Tom Brady leaving the Patriots.
Yes, but coaching is, as we know, a necessity. And if you just draft the right quarterback, since are they third in the draft?
That's true. Yeah. He could extend his career another 20 years.
They fucked up on Mac Jones. Don't fuck up again. Like Drake May? I don't know. I don't know, buddy. Who do you have mocked to the Patriots?
I mean, if they want a quarterback, they're going to trade up because it's going to go Caleb and Drake May.
Ew. Yeah, Caleb Williams is a bear. After Justin Fields lost my prize picks, I was like, he's off the team. Because he only needed 18 pass completions, and he got 11.
Yeah, I didn't hear any Bears fans chanting, "We want Fields."
After this week, they didn't.
No. Whoa.
No, Fields to Marvin Harrison, I don't know if that's going to help you much. But it's not a Bears podcast. It's Not a Jags podcast anymore.
Never was.
After today. Can I hear what the Texans fan said?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Voicemails.
Put me out of my misery. Our good friend Dino. I know he's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Bills fan in Discord. I want to hear his take.
Let's start with white gravy.
What up? It's your boy Hunter calling in from, voice messaging in from Houston, Texas, home of the
Jesus.
AFC South goddamn champions, you motherfuckers. Fucking been okay. You know what? I'm gonna calm down. Y'all have had enough pain. I've been toxic enough. I'll stop. I'll give Andy something he might want to talk about. How about Tony Khan talking shit about WWE? Because I know where he's coming from. Because I hate I don't know who the fuck Jinder Mahal is. This is boring. But why? But also, Tony, mind your own fucking business. You got your own shit show to worry about. Kind of the Jags. They got their own shit they got to worry about. Of course, they're scapegoating a black man for the problems. Shout out Rev. You know what I'm talking about. Peterson need to go. Balky need to go.
Oh my God.
Fuck all of them. But hey, love to see it. Love to fucking see it.
I bet you do.
AFC South champions. Stroud gonna win it all, baby. Win it all. Go Texans. Go Dunn and Drew. Hey, go Steelers too. Shout out Jack. Good shit, Jack.
Good shit, Jack.
Good shit, Jack. One more. 3 seconds.
I love you. Bye.
This shit didn't even sound like Hunter the whole time.
I did say scapegoat a black man in Discord. Am I wrong?
We need a scapegoat. Or Balky needed a scapegoat. He fell on Balky's sword. What was I going to say?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, so they fired the whole defensive staff.
Yeah.
Not just the coordinator.
You don't even realize how many positions are in football until people start getting canned.
Yeah.
It's what is quality control? What the fuck does that mean? I knew those sidelines were too damn full. You got all these positions. What for?
So I heard something on the radio today, and it sounds very good. He fired the whole defensive staff aside from one or two guys. And that could make you think that Doug has an idea for who he wants to replace, because there were some good ones that came available, like the Giants defensive coordinator, Ron Rivera, who has a relationship with Doug Peterson.
Leslie Frazier.
Yeah, he's available. I'm not going to say Brandon Staley, because I don't want that man in my building.
He was a good D coordinator.
But the Chargers D was ass. Where was he?
He was with the Rams before that.
No, where was he this year with the Chargers all those years?
In over his head doing other stuff. But
yeah, he got the job because of his defensive coordinating. But he did have Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, right?
Yeah.
Jalen?
Yeah, that lines up. I think he had Jalen Ramsey 3 years ago.
Saleh getting fired?
No, he's staying.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he's staying. But I think, so the theory on the radio today was that Doug Peterson, history with Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera loves Doug Peterson. They're very big fans of each other. He could have said, all right, I'm looking at your defensive staff. He can stay, but I'll bring in the rest. So that's why everyone was gone besides a couple. And maybe it's done early so they can go find other jobs. And I think it is, and I agree with what they said, that it's got to be someone that's established. We just tried the linebackers coach route, trying to pick someone up from that's a position coach,
right?
See if they can do it. Let's pick someone that's done it before. Maybe someone that's done it so well that they became a head coach, and now maybe they've been fired a couple of times, like Ron Rivera, and now he's ready to become a coordinator again. I would be a fan of that. Or someone like Leslie Frazier would be fine too. But someone Someone who's been there and done that would be nice for the defense.
Solves one issue, maybe.
Yeah, it's just crazy. If Doug Pearson goes down with Press Taylor again, like we were warned before about the Eagles thing, about how Doug Pearson will not throw Press under the bus ever. Will always have his back. It's Trevor's fault before it's Press's fault.
Why don't we just get everybody's scraps?
It's crazy.
We get the Niner scraps. We get the Eagle scraps.
Who was the Niner?
Balky.
Oh. I would love a Shanahan offspring. That would be nice.
Offspring his daughter. You said it on Sunday.
I would love anything to just contend year in and year out.
You know what's the best NFL organization? And best NFL team
right now?
Organization in the league. Sure, you can go back to the 60s, but I'm talking right now, 21st century.
Then Patriots, this century, definitely.
Fuck.
Obviously not the past 2-3 years, but then what? Packers, Steelers?
No. I was going Ravens number one.
You mean
Ravens?
in terms of front office?
I guess they technically have 2 Super Bowls this century.
And they just always bounce back.
They figured it out with Lamar. They're always in there. They draft incredibly well. Defense is always good.
You can say the same thing about the Steelers.
Oh, great. Here we go. Just kidding.
He's got a point. When was the last time they missed playoffs? Or
had a non-winning season.
Non-winning season.
I'll
take those.
I don't know because I would still go Ravens. You guys have created a lot of head cases out of there.
Or Tomlin's able to contain a lot of head cases longer than many could.
Surprised James Harrison's still all there.
Yeah.
Don't know where I was going with. If we want it, you said a franchise is always relevant. Yeah, I would love to be the Ravens. Okay, this should be a good one.
Hey, it's Mitch from Milwaukee. Shad Khan is a terrorist. What he's doing right now is worse than 9/11. I wish that lady who drove her car through the practice facility, I just wish Trent Baalke was walking out the door. She would have been a fucking hero to the northern Florida area and Milwaukee area for me. I don't even know who to be mad at. Trev sucks.
Yourself.
Calvin sucks. Houston has all the money in the world. They have the best quarterback. They have draft picks. We're fucked. The Colts are already as good of a team as us. And Anthony Richardson didn't even fucking play this year. So 3rd place at best. Oh, but wait. We just lost to a team that fired their fucking coach to make the playoffs. We're so fucking bad, guys. I'll kill myself if you do. Just let me know. Bye. Love you.
Love you.
I love joking around about killing ourselves, but I would never do it over Jaguars. It had to be something way worse than a fucking Jaguars football, man. I can detach from them. Can't detach from that merch, though.
Yeah, his fears about the Texans are so real.
Yeah, they're here.
They
just won the division.
They won the division. The quarterback is so good. I hate it. He's so good.
He put 37 on us already in a game. Should have beat us again.
They have hella cap space, draft picks, and it's not going to be fun. Stay with us, Mitch. We need you. Here's got to hear from them all. Steelers.
What's up, y'all? It's Bubba Brooks from Virginia. I'm not even going to pile on too much. I just want to say thank you to the Titans and Mike Vrabel. He went out a hero in Pittsburgh. I still can't believe that we got in. Jack, if we can somehow make it past the Bills, do you want to go to the game in Baltimore with me? Because I am very confident we win that.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Are you kidding
Love
me?
y'all. Bye. Sorry if
you
you can hear my dog snoring in the background.
Oh, we did. It was awful.
That was your wife.
Whoa.
This is what winning does to people, bruh. It makes them crazy overconfident fan.
Yeah, they think they can beat the Ravens. How did you guys beat the Ravens the first time when Lamar was playing?
They had 5 drop passes, and also I mean, normal, typical Steelers game where it's just like very timely turnover, TJ Watt sack at the end, Kenny's bomb to George Pickens at the end. It's and we had a block punt for a safety. A lot of just weird, random stuff that
crazy.
Yeah,
led to victory.
Nice. You get cool football plays that help you win.
Bro, we got to the punter.
Get incomplete on 4th and 2.
Brenton Strange got to the punter and he couldn't even bring him down. Did you see that?
No, I missed a lot of the game, and I definitely didn't go back to watch it.
No, don't.
But even in the restaurant, the TV was further than that, but there was like a pole splitting it, so I was like half watching it. I was kind of just watching the score at the bottom to see if it changed in our favor.
The Titans were punting, and the punter dropped the ball, and he had to pick it up, so he wasn't going to be able to get the punt off. Brenton Strange got him. He was holding him, trying to bring him down for probably 5 seconds. It's like, bro, you can't tackle the punter? So weak. Weak sauce.
He may have been trying to go for a fumble. I don't know.
The team is weak, Jack.
There was a lot of stuff in that game where they just didn't feel like they wanted to play, which I don't get it. The body language is everything. It's telling. It's not that a team's better than you. It's just like lack of effort, which is like a slap in the face to the fans that go to games. Like so many Jags fans traveled to that game in Nashville.
I know. I felt so bad for them.
To watch them clinch the division in back-to-back years for the first time since the 90s, which everyone kept saying all season. And the players go out there and play lazy as fuck, let Derrick Henry or Tajay Spears.
Bro, he went off.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
The missed tackles we had were just like,
that's what I'm saying.
What?
Like,
you know what's on the line. What the hell's going
somebody?
on?
Like something's going on. Something did go on in the locker room. Don't know what. But
you reported it.
Oh yeah, I did report it. People were buying my tweet. Eric.
Did you see his tweet?
Buying it?
I tweeted that at halftime. I tweeted that Trevor got into some faces of the defensive players in the locker room.
I did see
and
that.
People were eating that up.
You use somebody's sources in the locker room at halftime.
Yes, yeah. I had people in real time giving me the good info.
Now you know your power.
Mitch was referencing today someone. I don't know how you get a DUI in the Jaguars parking lot, but some woman got arrested because she drove her car through the practice facility front doors.
Oh, like today?
Today. How do you do that? How do you?
And they said it wasn't football related. Sure.
So that's when Mitch said he wishes Trent Baalke was walking out when that happened.
Because you
how do you
have to go upstairs.
Yeah,
like
how do you even get up there?
There's like a few stairs, so she must have like floored that bitch.
That's wild. All right, here it is.
What?
This is Dino.
Okay,
this should be good.
Let's go, baby. How about them fucking Texans, man? Champions of the AFC South. Hang the banner, baby. Let's fucking go. Shout out to the fucking fake-ass Oilers, bro. Taking down Jameis Winston and the Jags. I mean, Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Same difference. Anyways, bring me Joe Flacco's old ass. I'm not his son anymore. We're going to whoop the Browns' ass now that we've got a full team and make our run to the Super Bowl. Like I said before, the Jags window is officially closed. Start the fucking rebuild, boys. It's the Texans' time now. We're getting new uniforms next year.
Thank God.
If you want to jump ship to be a Texans fan, I wouldn't blame you. I literally haven't been this wet since Hurricane Harvey. Let's fucking go. Keep the energy up on the pod, boys. Love you. Bye.
Texans do have some of the worst jerseys in the NFL, so that's good news.
What are they changing it to? Do we know?
I like the all reds.
That's not bad, yeah.
Like their shiny red helmets are cool.
Yeah. People in Jags Twitter were saying that once the Jags release their uniforms, nobody will care what's going on anymore.
We are supposed to have either new uniforms this year or throwbacks, and Jags will do an incredible PR move to get people back on board.
Well, that's why when Tommy sent that tweet, or somebody sent the tweet that Fred Taylor quoted that the running back position was open, I was like, God damn it, they're good.
Yeah. Fred, tweet it. Tweet that you might be interested in the running back coach.
Because they just They just know how to get their fans reeled back in so easily. I know they told him to tweet that. That shit ain't happening though.
So people were giving out Jags fans the list of who they'd like to see fired. And I saw people say they wouldn't mind if Doug Peterson was fired. I'm going to give him another year with this Press Taylor bullshit and see what happens. Because part of me is like, we see Doug Peterson holding the play sheet on the sideline. He knows what's being called. He can step in at any, if he thought that it was really damaging the team's ability to win, and thus his longevity with the Jags and his career and his ability to win a Super Bowl, you got to think that he'd do something about it.
I think Doug is a bottom.
To Press Taylor, probably.
That's so sus.
That's sus. That's AO sus. Pause.
That's the only explanation.
No homo.
Well,
can't say that.
No.
You can say that.
It's homo.
Can't say that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not no homo.
Right.
But you have to say no homo if you say that.
Oh, right. Okay. Because you didn't mean it like that.
Right.
Okay.
Pause. Is same lines. I have to. But it's weird. I can't give him the benefit of the doubt. This is why he was fired from Philly. But I don't want to restart. What if I said Doug Peterson's out, Mike Vrabel is your coach? Would you take that?
Is Press Taylor still there?
No. The Press Taylor's gonna. Okay. Press Taylor sleeps with Doug Peterson. He's gonna be wherever Doug goes.
They're attached by the dick.
Hey yo,
that's conjoined twins.
Yeah, it must be big because Press sits in the box during the games.
Yeah,
hey,
sure. Run it.
So you, Mike,
I'll take
Jack. Your thoughts? You're connected with Philly. You know a lot about Doug Peterson. Would you rather Doug Peterson or Mike Vrabel as your head coach?
I would rather Vrabel, but I think Peterson's good.
So do I. I think
right. We hear all the like Andrew Wingard said this year or last year. I would die for Doug Peterson. Like the players love him.
I love him.
Right.
Yeah, he's a great guy. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Well, think about it. Like, this is year 2 or 3. Year 2 of him, right?
2,
yeah.
He had, I know you don't really want to hear this, but he had back-to-back 9-win seasons. That's not really typical for the Jaguars.
It's very crazy because, yes, this is a new realm that we've never been in.
Right.
And I'm the maddest I've ever been.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But you're mad at 9 wins, which been back-to-back years. So that, I mean, that's kind of divisional round, 1 playoff win, 2 playoff games. I mean,
do I have to wait for this team to learn how to win? Because everyone has the same kind of players. It's not like these players have been with the losing organization all this time. We should be able to turn around pretty quickly. I see teams do it all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem with it. I understand we had like max 6-win seasons my entire time watching the game, but the whole point is to get to playoffs so we can eventually have a chance to win it all.
Right.
Not just tease us and then we don't make the playoffs. I'm already used to not making the playoffs. Fuck your 9 wins. We should have been division champs in week fucking 7. So yeah, we're mad. We're more mad this time because we actually were good at one point.
Right.
We never have been that good, so we don't know that. Like we were going to tailgates with Chad Henne starting, not a care in the world because we were just used to that. So now you give us something that we're not used to, and you make us remember what we hated. We're gonna be more mad because we just feel like the old team that we're trying to get away from. And we have a Super Bowl winning head coach and finally a quarterback that's supposed to take us far, and everything falls apart.
I think Doug can do it. I think Trevor can do it. I don't think Balky can do it. And I don't want to just be riding this wave of mediocrity until Shad Khan gets his head out of his ass and he fires Balky in 2 years because he realizes, he actually cannot evaluate talent.
He's going to wait until it's
too late. He's going to wait till it's too late.
Rock bottom. You have to get to another rock bottom.
It's going to have we're going to have another head coach, GM, control battle, and Shad Khan will probably have to pick a side. And Balky has something on him, just like Press has something on Doug. And I don't think it's the dick thing.
Epstein list.
Ooh, that's a good theory. Let's start that.
Shad Khan's on it.
Start that.
He's like, I got this on you.
Last voicemail, Jags fan, and it should be good.
So let me get this straight. We ran it back with a 9-8 squad from 2022, and now the coaches want to act like they're surprised that we ended up 9-8 again with the same fucking team, with the same fucking issues that we had last year. Like, the fucking fundamental problems we had when we were 1-15 or 3-14 or any of the fucking years that we were shit showed up again this year when we were 8-3 and then eventually 9-8. And what's Shad Khan gonna do? Trent Baalke's doing a good job. Oh, we couldn't fucking score in the red zone? Doug Peterson? Yeah, Press Taylor, he did a good job. Luke Fortner, he did a good job. What the fuck am I listening to? What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck did Jags fans do to deserve this kind of fucking purgatory bullshit that we're stuck in, man? We can't have anything nice. Whenever we have a chance to do something nice, we fucking piss down our legs. And guess what we're going to do this fucking offseason? We're going to piss down our legs while Trent Baalke sits there does nothing.
His sister?
Trent Baalke sits there and does nothing.
His sister does nothing. Like, what?
She's probably doing nothing too. Fuck her. That is a great point. We went 9-8 last year. We did nothing. Trent Baalke said, we're not going to be active in free agency. We want to keep this locker room how it is. It's a great locker room. And I agreed. I think, like I told you, when we're on our fucking 8-3, 8-4, whatever, this is the closest that I've seen any Jaguars locker room ever. Yeah. Like these players
I was going to pull that up. Or did you pull it up? I saw that message this week or
really
on Sunday.
Sunday? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't recall. But
I replied
know
to
recently.
It,
yeah, you replied to it.
That was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
But
it was like when the losing streak started.
Okay, yeah.
And I agreed at one point in the season. I was like, this team is so close. They're like family. And I haven't seen this in a Jags locker room before. Like, I just think that we're just built different. How could we lose? We lost. But yeah, 9-8 last year. Trent Baalke did nothing, kept the locker room together. That was an excuse. And what did we do? We went 9-8.
Do you think Christian Kirk can be the scapegoat?
If we have to rely on one player to operate, then
8-3 till he got hurt, and then got hurt and
collapsed. I don't accept that. The Browns are a good example of why I shouldn't accept that.
Yeah,
they went through 4 quarterbacks. Mari Cooper was out, and Joe Flacco still cooked. Nick Chubb not there. Doesn't matter. Like, I want a team that can operate if you're losing, because injuries happen.
Steelers too.
What?
3 quarterbacks. Our middle of our defense is practice squad guys for the last 4 games.
Everybody had injuries. Everybody gets injuries. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to fucking win.
And in the last game of the year, we have 21 of 22 starters playing. I think the only player we were down was Christian Kirk. And we get stomped by the Titans. So
yeah, the final score is not indicator of how that game went. It was 28-13 at one point. So whoever did that last voicemail.
Yeah, who was that?
Nick Sweet. Nick Sweet.
I'm right there with you. Right there with you.
All right.
This is why I've only had season tickets 2 times. The first time was super lucky. We went to the playoffs in 2017. I think I renewed after that season. Then I canceled, obviously. And then I got them for this season because we had what we've never had before. Positive expectations. And now I never will again.
You want to get to...
Because you gave me the highs. You gave me the highs last season, and now you give me the opposite of that. So I've experienced everything, and I know never to be happy again until you're consistent with it. But this emotion was already coming during the losing streak because I was at these primetime games, not even cheering until they scored a touchdown.
Right.
Like people trying to high five me. I'm like, no.
I actually don't cheer until we have the lead these days.
Hey, we got an interception. This is the Ravens game. We got an interception. I'm like, I'm not cheering unless they get a touchdown. We threw a pick.
Yeah, Trevor.
I'm just protecting myself these days.
Trevor was very reliable at the end of the year last year. Now, when he drops back, I don't know what the hell is going to happen. To fix the team, and then we can move on to our Prize Picks winnings. I think we need red zone efficiency, but I think that comes with this. Get Luke Fortner the fuck off NFL football field. Replace him. Maybe replace the left and right guard as well. The tackles seem to. Cam Robinson brings an energy to the team that I think we need. The tackles are fine. Hopefully Anton Harrison's there for a long time. But the interior of the offensive line and the interior of the defensive line, if those get fixed, a lot of the issues are fixed. A lot. Because we'll be able to run the ball, which will improve our red zone efficiency. And we'll be able to rush the passer from the interior of the defensive line, which will improve the outside of the defensive line and pass rush as a whole.
We as fans know what needs to be done. The problem is we wait every year for the people that are supposed to be making the changes to actually do them. And instead of addressing them and fixing them, they draft a running back. And these are the same people that are with the Jags now.
Don't forget Brenton Strange.
Brenton Strange.
Penn State.
Chill. He had a couple good games.
Oh, what'd he do?
He's a good blocker.
Oh, God.
But you can't say he's trash because he missed a tackle on a punter like everyone.
No, that's fine. But you can't take a blocking tight end third round when you need other things.
He didn't even miss the tackle. He just took too long to tackle him.
No.
You also got to pay Josh Allen.
Yep. Which I even trust Trent Baalke to do that?
The thing about Josh Allen is, for some reason, I feel like he just was this successful because he's getting paid. I feel like players are able to do that.
It's crazy how they do that. The contract years they go off. Like, what's Josh Allen going to be next year?
Could regress.
Like, I mean, does the money change you?
The odds of him getting 17 sacks or whatever it was again.
Do you become less motivated when your bag gets bigger because you already got it now?
Naturally.
Like, what do you play for now? Do you really want a Super Bowl?
He seems like he has that fire. But you're right. We haven't seen these numbers from him outside of a contract year. Kind of like how Juwan Taylor had an incredible year last year on his contract year. Got paid from the Chiefs, and now he false starts every other play.
Yeah, man. It's not a conspiracy. It's happening in front of your eyes.
Wake up, sheeple.
But I'm the biggest sheep because I've...
Speaking of which, how's your... Let's talk a little bit January progress.
January progress.
How's your weight loss journey? How's your dieting journey? Gym journey? Dry January journey?
I think it's going great so far. Today took like a little turn.
For the...
Just on my snacking. I snacked a lot today because I took an edible, so I got hungry. It wasn't a great idea, but I know when I get high, I start thinking more.
Specifically about eating?
The Jags. I was thinking about the Jags and my life going forward. It's starting to wear off on me, but I'm currently down 10 pounds.
Whoa.
But I think that's mostly water weight.
What's that mean?
I retain a lot of water.
You stop drinking water?
No, our bodies are mostly water, but I retain a lot of water. So this happens every time. Like I start trying to lose weight again. I lose like 5 to 10 pounds very quickly. It's not fat loss yet, but went to the grocery store, got all good food. I'm not eating bullshit anymore. My goal is to be under 300 pounds by the end of the month.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I fast as well. So I do like 16 minimum, and if I'm not hungry, I'll just keep it going, just drink water. And the more you do it, the more you don't feel hungry. So it's very beneficial. Because obviously, don't eat, won't get fat. But I also make sure to eat like high protein foods when I am eating because I need the protein because I'm still working out. Need to keep muscle on me. But the journey's going good so far. Haven't been deterred. Haven't had any alcohol. Don't miss it. Now I definitely won't miss it that there's no football. But yeah, it's back to the grind, back to the daily grind. You've been at it. You walked to the gym in the rain today.
Whoa.
I'm exaggerating.
I walked from my car to the gym.
Oh, okay.
Not from home to the gym. No, yeah, mine is going well. But the craving for alcohol. Sorry, I don't crave the alcohol. I crave a buzz. We're doing this again. I crave a buzz, and I crave. 1 second.
Gonna put Walter away. Oh.
Lay down.
You were right
He's
over
retreating so fast.
I crave the buzz, and I crave the sip of a beer and the taste of beer. I think I said in the Discord that I don't crave the taste. I want to get blacked.
You crave the head rush over actually drinking.
That's fun. Yeah, when you after work, if you drink like a beer, one beer will do me in because I am hungry and it goes straight to my liver and my blood. So it's fun stuff.
Yeah, you have a problem.
How many seltzers you have today? For everyone listening, when I walked into the studio, there was how many were there? Like 8 seltzer cans stacked on this, and there's one in the bathroom trash. There was also another one in the island in the kitchen too.
Let's be clear.
They're everywhere.
That when you say seltzer, people are thinking alcohol.
It's not. I don't know what it is. It's non-alcoholic seltzer.
This is sparkling water.
It's
okay
with a hint of flavor,
alcohol.
like lemon. Alcohol.
It's sparkling lemon.
No, it's LaCroix. I just bought them because I like sipping something when I'm cooking.
So bad.
So I replace alcohol with LaCroix, and it's worked. But because they're in my fridge and they're always cold, I reach for them often. So I have LaCroix cans everywhere in my house right now. And then at Publix, they're buy 2 get 1 free right now. But
Sponsored.
It's helped. So what was I saying?
So on February 1st, are you gonna chug? Are you gonna
I actually might be doing something January 27th. It depends if something happens, but I might not make it.
Interesting.
January 27th is the Royal Rumble, and I might have something going on. We'll see.
Got a black for that.
But anyway,
are you going or are you just
no? I don't. I might have plans that weekend, and I'm not sure what's going on. So if that, I'd like to have a beverage for. The craving of being buzzed is gone, but the craving of sipping a beer after work is there sometimes. Like I'm like, oh man, that'd be nice, but I can eat. It easily goes away now. Before, like if I go on like a weekend where I'm drinking, maybe I'll drink on a Monday, Tuesday, I'll be like, man, I really, really want, like I'm craving it. I cannot do it, but I'm craving it. Now the craving is pretty much gone. So, I can do it. And I got my blood work back yesterday. Liver is doing fantastic, as is all the other blood and all the other parts of my body. So
thank God.
I didn't need this dry January, but I will continue with it in good faith.
Did you do it because you thought your health was in danger? Or was it actually a challenge?
It was prescribed the blood work?
No.
Oh.
Dry January.
Yeah, just because Discord. And I feel like I drank more than I usually do this holiday season. So I was like, let's see. It's a good challenge. And other people are doing it, so I think I'll be able to stick it through.
I think so.
Unless I stop it January 27th.
Fuck it, we'll count it.
Thank you.
Just swap. We'll do the swap.
Okay.
February is like 27 days. So.
I'll use one of those days. And then the gym, I'm enjoying.
Oh.
I am now.
I figure you would be enjoying it as frequently as you're coming over to, because you actually have to physically get up, come over here.
There's a lot that I have to do to go to that gym.
Yeah.
I have to check in at the gate, which calls you, which is, I mean, I don't like doing it because I don't want to disturb someone's evening. I know it's only
sometimes my phone's on Do Not Disturb too.
And the other day you picked it up and thought it was someone calling. You're like, hello.
Because I didn't have the numbers. The number's saved now.
Okay.
John A told me to save it.
So.
But yeah, he called my gate and I answered it. I didn't know the number. So
that's what was the number. Okay.
So and then he started singing, "Who is this?"
I was like, hello. And Andy said hello. And I pretended I didn't hear him because I wanted them to keep talking to say who they were.
Oh, you did hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could hear.
Yeah, I
on the
heard
other
you.
end.
I was waiting for you to tell me who you were.
God.
So he said hello again. He's like, "Who is this?" You said, "Who is this?" And then I hung up.
It didn't let me in the gate.
And then I realized.
And I was like, this working out thing just isn't. This isn't for me.
Then I realized it was Andy.
So I have to do that to get through the gate, and then I have to go meet him at his back door to get the key fob, and then walk through his courtyard to the gym, and then do my thing. But I'm at the point now to where I don't like missing a day, which is good.
That is very
because,
good.
And I pretty much have replaced after work beer with after work going to the gym.
That's probably good.
Because I have to do something to kill the time. And before, like drinking makes me clean the house, makes me cook. That's fun. But now replacing it with going to the gym.
Makes me clean. Like, you literally can't do a normal human function without it. Makes me brush my teeth in the morning. Makes me do my job. Walk Walter.
That sounds more problematic than I was intending. Okay, but yes, I replaced drinking with going to the gym, so that's good. I've been doing 10 miles on the bike. Whoa. And then and it's not just normal 10 miles. It's like,
boy, gonna be in the Tour de France, boy.
It's like hard, like fucking.
The resistance
they do
is up.
The hills and stuff.
I started doing the bike recently.
And my quads on fire, my hamstrings. Yeah, my hamstrings on fire. So
like you walk and you're like, wow, I'm very sturdy. My quads are fucking on fire.
Yeah,
I did it for 20 minutes today.
Oh, cool. And
I do it a lot.
And one day, so I'm on this diet too that our friend Alex put me on, and it's very boring. I've actually asked him for additional meals because it's getting very repetitive. It's like chicken and rice, chicken and rice, chicken and rice.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And the other day I was like dreading, I was like, fuck, another boring dinner. Went to the gym and did such a hard workout. I was so hungry. I've never been more excited to eat my boring ass chicken and rice in my life. I was so excited to go home, and then I treated myself to French toast after, which is good. So
protein French toast.
Yeah. So life is good.
You've been weighing yourself at all, or just
and it hasn't moved yet. But I'm thinking like if I'm losing fat but gaining muscle, I don't really expect to see much change.
You won't.
Yeah, not with your body type.
I just want to see change when I look in the mirror. That's all.
But scale should definitely go down for my ass, boy. I'm thick.
Yeah,
thick as hell.
Or like Jack says, obese.
Yes.
Don't say that.
I already feel my cans dropping.
That's good.
Not dropping.
Dropping.
They're already dropped. But perking.
What did Bubba say? He just doesn't want his man tits to flop when he said, I just don't want my tits.
He said barber chair. He was in the barber chair.
I was like, whose tits flop in the barber chair? Yeah. I was like, that's so specific. He's like, when the barber puts you up.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And then I sent a GIF imitating it with like some big titties. But no. As a man with man boobs, don't giggle.
Man with man.
There are some.
Are there women with man
the
boobs?
man is implied.
There are some embarrassing personal moments that you don't just share with people.
Can you share?
Yeah, like so. I relate to the barber chair thing. Not when he's like pumping it to go up, but one time the cape grazed my tits and it jiggled a little bit.
It gets caught. And then it just turns you on because you're into nipple play.
Fuck. But yeah, with you flat chested guys, shit don't happen. It just smoothly goes across your chest. But nope. Ours gotta go over a little road bump. But those will be gone soon.
Good.
They'll get caught on my pecs.
That's awesome.
I'll actually stick to it though. But I think my problem in the past, like after I had like actually lost 20 pounds and built a bunch of muscle and got lean, anytime I would try to do like a workout challenge after that, it was just performative. I wasn't really into it. I was just doing it to see if I could, and I was posting about it. This time I'm not doing shit. Just showing up for myself.
Nice.
And you'll see me transformed when it happens.
I look forward to that.
Me too.
Do you
stop
think
eating candy?
When do you think you're going to start? You're going to drink for the first time? Maybe a Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Maybe the cruise we're going on?
I'm not even interested in watching the playoff games right now.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, especially the Texans-Browns game.
I was going to ask you guys you're going to watch.
Yeah,
we could possibly get together, but I didn't think you guys would be interested in watching.
Watching the Steelers, too, in the playoffs, that's going to be tough. Who do you guys play? Bills? It's Chiefs.
Bills.
Steelers.
With no TJ Watt.
Who plays the Chiefs? Dolphins?
Dolphins.
And there's going to be snow in that game, right?
I don't know if it's going to be snow. It's going to be really cold, though.
The Chiefs game is going to be like -7.
Yeah.
That's going to be so good.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, Dolphins are screwed.
Yeah. That's tough.
Tua ain't going to freeze on the... Only Tyreek Hill's used to that shit.
True.
Yeah.
But ball won't get to him.
That's tough, too. They have to go to Arrowhead. Looking at these other games. Packers, Cowboys. Jordan Love is him.
Mike McCarthy.
Ooh.
It's his former team.
Yeah, there's too many scripts, right, that
Right.
fit this season.
Stafford, the Lions, Rams. Big one.
That's a good one. But the Deshaun Watson Bowl, too. Texans, Browns, the most improbable of them all. How did they get matched up in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's weird.
Interesting. I was so ready to play the Browns again. I was like, there's no way they'll do what they did last time because all of Joe Flacco's touchdowns are wide open.
No, I agreed. I was totally cool with playing the Browns again. Their defense is tough. But didn't we put up like 20-something?
It was a little mini shootout.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have put up 30-plus again on us.
I agree.
Little did I know.
Plus, the stadium would have been electric. The radio people were talking about it. Like, man, it's going to be so much fun here next week. All you got to do is beat the Titans.
Yeah.
Just beat the lowly Titans.
We're fools for believing that this team would have done that. Because they make us look like fools every time. We'll never learn. I've learned, but they'll never learn. And Jack can just sit here and smirk because he's like, I have no idea what y'all are talking about. I make the playoffs every fucking week, every year. Must be nice.
Do you expect to feel any different from not drinking alcohol by the end of the month?
Not really. I won't feel any different, but I know my body will thank me. But I do already feel a difference just starting to work out regularly again. Like my ankles aren't like cracking as much. My knees don't feel as sore. Like it's a lot of weight to carry around.
Yeah,
So,
if you lose just 10 pounds, you pick up a 10-pound weight. It's like, what the fuck? I was walking around with that extra.
yeah, and
Then you lose. So what did you start at and what do you want to get to? You want to get to under 300. What were
that's
you?
the first goal.
You were 325?
320. Your
Ew.
birthday. Here's your
323?
birthday.
Yeah. When I got back from Christmas, New Year's shit, I was weighing myself because I felt really lard, and it was 323. So
You pick up a 25-pound weight. That's heavy as fuck.
Whoa.
Imagine what?
No, I agree.
Oh.
yeah, I was curling with 20s today. That's a lot of fucking
Right?
pounds on me.
And imagine just carrying that around
Well,
all the time. So you're carrying something that's right now that's unnecessary, but you'll be gone.
and this is the only thing that's keeping it up. Just the quads and the
Snap.
knees down.
Any moment.
That's why I'm starting to feel better, getting more range of motion back. I do like cardio though. Like I really like the bike because I get a good sweat on it because I do like sustained intensity on it. Gonna try to work my stamina up. But my first goal is to be under 300. I think I said by my birthday, not end of the month.
I wish I had a goal.
Yeah, make a goal.
But all my goals, it can't be numbers. It's just what I see in the mirror.
Yeah, the numbers thing's easier for me because I know I'm not a 300-pound human.
I wish there's a way to accurately do my BMI.
What do you mean?
The equation doesn't do it because I could be gaining muscle and losing fat, and the equation doesn't know that.
You could go to one of these sports performance places.
But the BMI, yeah, that would be and measure your body fat percentage. But
Yeah.
I mean, BMI is not measuring fat. It's just your mass, body mass.
What's the fat one?
your fat percentage. I mean, you go to somewhere to. I don't know how the places do that,
but there are places that will do
get your body fat percentage.
Body fat percentage. Be like $65 or something.
I'd be interested in see what mine is.
I don't care that much.
You'll just have to take progress pics then.
Yeah.
Of your areas and work.
Your areas.
Because I know I first noticed it in like my waistline. I really see the difference there first. And like the stomach coming down first. Tits are last. Always
Doesn't suck. The places that you want to go first, it's probably the last one.
Yep. But I would rather have my stomach down more than my titties because I can tone the titties to make them look like pecs.
You're not getting abs?
I'll never have abs. I would have to lose way too much fat. I don't want abs. I just want to feel like lean. Because I know what that feeling's like because I did it once.
I wouldn't mind abs.
I just know that's longer dedication than I'm willing to give.
I was watching
to get abs.
I was watching Spider-Man and Tom Holland was in his boxers and I was beside myself. And I took a video for Alex and I said, "How long on your diet till I look like this?" He said 5 months.
Wow.
Can you do that?
Challenge accepted.
That's before summer.
Right? Well, no. Is it? January, February, March, April, May.
Like June?
Yeah. That's
May, yeah. Memorial Day weekend.
Huh?
Memorial Day weekend.
That I'm gonna look like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And from Spider-Man No Way Home.
We'll do
All right.
a movie.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, speaking of movies,
No,
Chicken and rice
I should
for
not have
5
said
months.
So, yeah, right. That's gross. Speaking of movies,
I could eat that shit every day though.
depending on whether I watch the playoff games, will depend on when Jack's movie review will start.
I saw Wonka. I loved it.
Good.
That's a movie? They came out with a movie for that?
It's a prequel.
Do you think how long would it take for me to look like Timothy Chalamet? I'd have to lose so much.
He's so skinny.
I'd have to lose so much muscle too.
Yeah, you just be a twig.
Not to brag. The Jack's first movie I decided is going to be Saltburn. You should watch that.
What is that?
Saltburn. I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard it? It's all over TikTok, Twitter.
Why? It's coming back.
It's some viral scenes.
Is it old?
No, it just came out.
Oh.
But it's has moments that I would love to hear you break down because they're explicit and they're risque, but it's in a very unique way, and it'd just be very funny for you to talk about them. And it has an epic twist at the end, which I think would be entertaining. So looking forward to Jack's movie reviews returning, as I know it was a popular segment, so I know you guys are as well.
I don't know how popular it was.
It was popular.
Like
Discord is a good way to take the temperature of our audience, and they enjoyed it.
They
Stop being humble.
They begged for it.
They did.
I'm not being humble. I don't want people to like someone to do it.
Eric, you've been on a Prize Picks tirade.
Yeah.
On Instagram Reels. Have you been having success? We had success as a group.
Yeah,
or
we did.
Me and you, at
we
least.
got 16 yards from Calvin Ridley. I didn't know Mitch was on that as well.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, his was much higher though.
Yeah, he had a lot more money on it.
He won like 1,200.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think what did he put on it? He put like 100.
I think it was 100 or 200.
Yeah. So congrats, Mitch, and thank you, Calvin Ridley.
I'm out $100 on the Jags making the AFC Championship game. by the
Did
way.
you put any on Josh Allen, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yes, but only 10. Did he? Well, we don't know yet.
We don't.
We don't.
But I'm.
Who do you think wins it?
It's probably getting Myles Garrett, but
It's dumb.
I don't know why.
He's had a sack in like months.
He hasn't. He's had one sack since the middle of November.
But just good best defense.
Why do you say it's going to be him?
He's just the clear favorite, and they're just going to give it to him. And I don't know. I don't.
How
really
is
get
that?
why.
Like, what pulse are we taking for that? Is it just Vegas?
People know who the writers are, and you could probably figure out like where the writers may have explicitly said, or like where they lean. So, yeah, but I don't know. Like the odds aren't anywhere anymore. Like on any sports book, I haven't seen. So I don't know. I feel like TJ kind of had a resurgence. Maybe his odds shifted, but it's probably still going to be Garrett, unfortunately.
Well, I have been doing $5 daily entries this month. Today's day 8. I only have 2 wins. Both of those were flex plays where I got 3 out of 4 right. So
you haven't gotten all green?
It was a lower payout. No, I haven't. The closest was last night where I missed it by 0.5 points. And it happened again tonight because in the video today I said I was going to run it back with a 4-pick power play because I was 0.5 away from hitting last night. Well, tonight, so far, I've hit 2 of them. 1 is still in progress. And the 4th one went 0.5 more.
You had less?
Yes. So I'm going to lose again. It's pretty tough. I try to when I'm actually looking at the PrizePicks board, I try to like I have superpowers. I try to like think what's gonna happen.
Yep. Don't we all?
And never works. It's like I'm trying to force superpowers into me. Like fuck, hindsight's 2020. Why can't I see the final result? Can't I see the final result in my head? Nope, I can't. But I am going to change my entries to like I'm gonna keep going lower and lower as the more that I lose. So tomorrow we're doing a 3-pick, and if I lose that, I'm just gonna do 2 picks until I win.
$5 2 picks to win what? $3. Oh, not bad.
So if you win enough of those, do it 30 days straight. Like you can get up to $100, which is my goal. Doing this is to just come out on top.
Pause. Oh, pause again.
Come out on top. Turn my one. What can I turn my 150 into?
I almost turned $10 into 156 on Sunday with the Jags. I had like Calvin Ridley scoring. I had Derrick Henry scoring. I had someone else's yards, and then I had Hopkins was short 20 yards. That separated me from $156.
The lesses will get you. I think the only like lock that I really have thought of ahead of time for the playoffs is Matthew Stafford yards. Like for some reason, I think he's going to light him up out there. Did that print okay? Nice. First beer's gonna taste nice in that. But yeah, we're doing a 3-pick tomorrow. You guys can follow along. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. They go on every platform. I'm waiting for you guys to comment on them to give me some picks for the next one because clearly I can't do this alone. So if you have anything for Wednesday night, let me know. A lot of NBA.
I wish the Miami aliens were real and we were all dead.
Yeah, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I want to thank you again for my trophy. I am the GOAT, the fantasy GOAT. I did win.
You earned that.
Fantasy football. Did not have to pay anyone $600. Thank God.
Maybe we can
That's just crazy.
Ship it around every year.
Should.
That's now the trophy.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But it might stay here because I am the GOAT.
You got to write 2023 Andy.
Well, John Michaels says he's going to buy us a belt to do that with. We'll see if he comes through. Any last words?
Rip
Jack,
the
what's going on?
Schedule down.
Oh, true.
I should. Here we go, guys. Actually, I have to take these thumbtacks off.
Can we get this one?
Yeah, I get it. Just drop it. Just take that out and then just drop it. It's over.
That was satisfying.
It's fucking over.
I would do a hammer to the Trevor Lawrence portion, but one more year.
We're gonna fold this schedule like they fold American flags when someone dies. And they put them away.
I can fold a flag.
Walter, piss on it.
I'll shit on it.
Damn.
I'll shit on it for YouTube right now.
Remember when we were undefeated in the preseason? And then won in Indy,
and
lost to Kansas City.
And got a bleacher deal in preseason.
Remember in the season when we're like, everything's going according to plan? Like, we prepared for this season to be the season.
Yeah.
That we go all out, and it was going accordingly.
Like, we predicted 13-4, and it was headed that way.
And then we haven't done a YouTube video since the Houston Texans game.
We streamed for Titans. That's about it. I don't know if you uploaded that, though.
I don't know. All right. Hope you enjoyed our misery this episode. It's pretty late. We got to get going. Anything going on in the world? No holidays? When's MLK Day?
Next Monday.
Enjoy MLK Day. We might be off for it. I might give Eric the day off.
Thank you, Masa. Thank y'all for listening. I'm just here petting Walter, looking into his deep eyes, wondering, I wish I could be like you. You don't know anything about the NFL. I want to be like that. But if you want to play Prize Picks, make sure you follow our social media posts. We're doing it all month. Help me win something, y'all. If your team's in the playoffs, I don't give a fuck. I'm not the type to congratulate you. Fuck the Jags. Till next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby. With a hint of Jack.